All right, we are back to do another sparring breakdown. Two of my students sparring today. Chris on the right, Nico on the left. Chris has been training with me about 18 months, Nico probably about 6 months. Nico only focusing on no gi, whereas Chris trains both gi and no gi. I haven't seen this one yet, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how it goes. Seeing some nice hand fighting from these guys off the start. Chris kind of battling a bit more for head positioning. Nico does a good job getting his head on the inside and picks up a single. Nico trying to go to a treetop finish and gets a nice takedown there. So let's go take a quick look back on that. So that was good. So as these guys are moving, you kind of see Nico already has better head positioning, right? He managed to get his head on the inside here. He's doing a good job controlling the wrist. That head positioning is what's allowing Nico to kind of circle his leg around here, and it's going to make it easier for him to pick up that single leg on Chris. So let's let this play a little bit more. So there's the single, and you can see his good head positioning already. He managed to keep his head under to the side of his temple here. He's got a good grip on the leg. Chris is doing the right thing by overhooking. That overhook is going to offer some support, but what you would want to do is put his knee up into Nico's hip here to create a frame. But we'll have to save that for another day. And again, Chris looking over here for a guillotine. Nico working quickly, trying to get that leg up. And again, I think just getting enough lift where he could turn the hip and kind of finish with like a modified body lock. Again, Chris doing the right thing here, kind of turtling up. Seeing them keep moving here. Nico working his way towards the back. Nice control on top from Nico here. Chris being patient, taking his time. Going for a crotch lock here to kind of lift him over, but Chris doing the right thing, transition to his half guard. Probably felt the threat of his back getting taken. So Nico not in bad position here, trying to work his knee through. Pretty classic half guard position here. I typically see guys with the level of experience as Nico have a hard time in half guard. So he's doing a good job what he can in the position. Chris, excellent job working his way out and back to his feet. Let's go back. That was a really nice little half guard scramble there. So Nico's doing a good job with the crossface, staying heavy. And this was kind of Chris's defining moment. Let's go back even one more second. You see Chris kind of rock him forward here. That push forward is what's going to give him that space for that underhook right there. And this is where it's going to give Chris the space he needs to come out. So he does a good job staying tight to the underhook here. And it's right here where Chris manages to get up on his elbow. Once Chris got here, he was in such good positioning. He's got a real nice deep underhook here. So Nico's got basically two choices. He can try to turn back in with an overhook on this side, or he's going to risk getting his back taken. Either way, Chris's position is pretty strong here, so let's kind of see how it played out. Yeah, Nico does a good job circling and scrambling, and Chris manages to get back on top. Again, Chris doing a good job. Now, positions have actually completely reversed. So Chris now in the top position in the half guard, doing a good job staying heavy here, smashing. Nico doing a good job trying to recover his closed guard. Nico manages to pass. And Chris staying heavy here, looking for that far side arm. Starts looking to switch overhead. Getting good scrambles from these guys today. Chris on the key lock. Nice key lock finish. So nothing too bad here. Just a little bit of hand placement from Nico could have been better. Let's see. Chris does a good job circling overhead. So Chris is actually doing a pretty good job staying heavy on these arms here, which is probably why Nico's arm got a little bit more exposed than he would have liked to. So let's see. So Nico needs to be making sure he's keeping his elbows in. You can see his elbows flared out here. If he would have kept that elbow in tight to his lat, that positioning would have been a lot better for him. It would have been harder for Chris to start exposing his arm. But you see Chris doing a really good job of just hand fighting here, pummels to that wrist. So now he's just got to get heavy with his elbow. Chris is going to look to drop his elbow down now to the mat. And that's what's going to help him expose the key lock. So we'll just kind of watch this as it plays out. There it is. So again, Chris doing a great job here, externally rotating the pinky, right? We always want to externally rotate the pinky to the outside on a key lock. That'll start weakening it. And also Chris doing a really good job of drawing the elbow down towards his hip. He wants to make sure that elbow is pointed down towards the hip to take the slack out of the shoulder, making this position a lot stronger. So, nice scramble from those guys. They still got a couple minutes left. We'll see what happens in their next little scramble here. Got a bunch of newbies being wallflowers in the background, still easing them into jiu-jitsu. All right, some nice hand fighting again, wrestling here. Nico does a good job circling, starting looking for the back. Doing a good job staying on top. Nico is managing to get his left hook in. We'll see if we can get the other. Again, just good hand fighting here. Chris kind of staying patient. Kind of tips over to his side. Nico does a good job disconnecting and staying on top there. Looking for opportunities to submit. He starts looking for overhook Kimura, it looks like. Does a good job getting his hand inside. Chris staying nice, calm, and collected. Again, Nico needs to get that arm in a little bit deeper, offer a little bit more control. Doing a great job staying on top there, keeping the front headlock and turtle positions. Chris just kind of being patient here, buying some time. I'd like to see him a little bit more active in the turtle position. Chris tries to roll. Nico doing a good job staying heavy here. Helping him trap him on his side. Again, circling overhead, looking on that Kimura. We just got to work a little bit more on that Kimura entry for him, I think. It's going to be good, some good opportunities for him there. So again, back in that sprawl position, so we're kind of seeing these guys stuck in a loop between side control, front headlock, and turtle. So we keep seeing that kind of repeat itself through this roll. We see them work back to the feet again. Good hand fighting here. Chris needs a little bit more of a threat on that level change. Try to set up his shot a little bit better. Nico doing a good job controlling the hands. Shooting in on his double. You see Nico try to go for a peek out there, falls a little bit short. But he's doing a good job staying in the front headlock position. See me in the background yelling for the peek out. So what hurt him for the peek out here was his grip. So Nico, if you're watching, holding on to this leg here was what was making it hard for you. We usually don't want to reach across the body on any of our takedowns. Okay, we always want to be circling our grip from the outside. So that was probably what was making it hard for you to go for your peek out. Instead, you want hands on the mat, and then you want to try to peek your head out from underneath Chris's ribs. Okay, same goes to the other side, right? If one side fails, you can always go to the other. So you can kind of switch back and forth there. Also circling, trying to face off here. We'll kind of see what happens next here in the scramble. Yeah, Chris doing a good job circling. Looking to throw that hook in and jump on the back. Chris a bit top heavy in the back control here. We'll see if he manages to keep it. I'd like to see him keeping those hips down a little bit lower so he gets a little bit better back control. But we'll see what he can do with it. So Chris just kind of holding on here, working his way into Nico's back. Nico turning in. So yeah, Nico needs to get that left elbow across the body. Will help him not feel so controlled there. He can turn his shoulders to the mat, which will also help him escape. Good hand fighting here. Chris has got a little body triangle going on, but it's not that tight. Yeah, so now it looks like he's starting to turn out the right way. See if he manages to turn in. Got a rear naked choke coming. Nice finish from Chris. So if we go back just a little bit, the control was pretty good from Chris. I think this was like the critical hand fight and moment. Ideally, I'd like to see Nico's left hand come inside here and pummel inside close to his cheek and take this elbow off the mat. What I always tell my guys to do is like the shoulder that's on bottom, you want to try to connect your shoulder to the mat. Once you're there, then it'll make it easier for you to rotate in towards them. Oftentimes guys pull away. We actually saw this earlier, so we could just go back just a little bit. We see this in the scramble here that Nico is kind of more focused on pulling away. We'll let it play out. I'll point it out as it comes. You see, like, even in that spin, Nico's direction of force is always away from the scramble. Let's get that pen going. Nico's direction of force is always away from the scramble. I need Nico to start scrambling in towards the direction where the back take's coming from. So he needs to turn in towards the back take, putting his shoulders to the mat opposed to turning away. And that's why Chris is managing to stay connected in these back attack exchanges. So again, like even with Chris, I'd like to see him get his hips up a bit higher, more behind. But still, a really good job from both these guys. And you see that elbow control. Chris and then Nico, as I kind of been touching on, is focused on kind of turning away, which is why he's having a hard time escaping here. We need him rotating in the opposite direction. Hand fight position was good to start blocking the choke. But yeah, Chris just does a good job pummeling under again and getting the finish. So not bad, especially for how long Nico's been training. Just make a little bit of adjustments there. Both these guys get Chris's back control a little bit tighter. It'll be easier for him to control the back and get the finish. All right, so we got about a minute left. Kind of see what happens here. Nico doing a good job circling. Chris taking a more defensive approach. Oh, a nice pass attempt from Nico. Working our perch pass. We see Nico staying active on his passing, looking back on his knee cut. Chris doing a good job here coming up with that underhook. Underhook's been helping Chris out a lot in this role. We've seen Nico switching for the back. We'll see if he can do anything with it. He's running out of time. Oh, nice attempt to take the back. Nico gets the hooks in. And time expires. So yeah, nice roll from these guys. Seen a lot of improvement in them both. I hope you guys like what you saw. If you have questions or comments about any of these sparring breakdown videos, feel free to let me know. And if you like these videos, want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.